Hey, hey, hey.
Hey,
It's April and Boss back with another episode of
just being the
Just Being the
Joneses.
Joneses. Just being the Joneses. Doom, doom,
Hey,
doom. Just being the Joneses.
uh, uh,
All right. So we are back and we are going to do a Would You Rather, as we always do when we start these things off, right?
that's
Got to
right.
start these things off right. So,
This segment of Would You Rather is brought to you by no one because we ain't got no sponsors. But here it is, though.
not yet, not yet. All right, so I'm gonna give it to you straight, straight. Here go
Yeah.
my would you rather. Would you rather live on a farm with 40 acres of paid off land, but you have to grow your own food on your land and cook it yourself, or live in a mansion with a small yard that you are still paying for, shop for your food, and have a chef cook it?
Oh, that's easy. The 40 acres and a mule. I can grow
Man,
some food. You give me my phone. I got a farm with 40 acres and a mule. Man, I'll be out there. Yeah, come on,
nobody
Sadie.
said you had a mule.
Yeah. Come on. I'll be out there. Hey, like Cuba Gooding Jr. in that one movie.
I'd rather take the
Ah,
mansion with the small
give
yard
me my farm.
and then well, I probably could get used to growing my own food, but I don't know. That ain't for me either. Like I can grow it. Like I wouldn't mind doing that, but I don't want to have to do it.
I think most men would take the farm.
Probably would, but
You
I
know
don't
what I'm
want to
saying?
have to grow my
Because
own
there was
food.
even a TV show about that. You ever seen
Yeah.
Green Acres?
hmm
It was a long time
Well,
ago.
yeah. I
Green
saw that,
Acres, yeah.
but I
The
forgot.
wife,
No, I'm thinking about Green Mile. Never mind.
yeah, yeah.
That's it.
Green Acres, the guy who's like, hey, let's leave the city life. Let's go to, and she wanted to stay there, you know. She wanted to
Yeah.
stay in the Manhattan city life, but he was like, nah, we got this farm. Let's do this. But yeah, give me my farm, my 40 acres, and my mule. Yeah, come on, Sadie. Yeah, plow that land, boy. Growing these, get ready. We got to grow these beans
Yeah.
and potatoes.
I mean, the growing food is something that I would want to do if I want to do it, not because I have to do it just to eat and survive. But yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we get used to the luxury of
Yeah.
going to the farmer's market or whatever,
Right.
grocery store. But if I got to grow that food to eat, hey, I ain't
And you
going.
will own that land. That's a lot of land, man. You
Shoot,
can make a
yeah.
lot of money.
Yeah, that's
But
right. Oh, okay, so my would you rather
mhm.
is would you rather wear the same clothes for 1 month or eat the same food for 1 month?
I mean, it depends on what the food is.
A meal. Whatever meal you want to,
That's one
the
meal.
same
That's
meal.
every
That's
single day.
all you can eat.
Ew.
One
Yeah.
meal
So,
for
but I could
one
wash
month.
the clothes and they be clean.
Oh,
Because
you
if
can do
I can,
whatever else. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah,
as
you
long
wash
as,
your clothes.
but I
Yeah,
just gotta wear the
you just
same
gotta wear
thing.
the same
I
clothes.
probably have to wear the same clothes every day because I am not eating the same thing every day for a month. I would get sick of eating that. I wouldn't want to eat.
Of course.
Yeah, I would. I like food too much. I love
Yes,
food
you.
too much.
Of
I'd rather just
course.
wear the same outfit every day.
Me too.
So
Yeah, I just wear the same
yeah.
outfit. I can switch up my cuisine.
Right.
That'll get boring after a while.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into our topic for this season 2, episode 3. Okay. And
Okay.
we talking about some marriage and dating stuff because I want to know, like, for Mr. Jones, Mr. Jones,
hmm
what I want to know is before we were married, how much say so do you feel you had about like certain things that I did, certain ways that I carried myself,
Yeah.
versus how much say so you think you got now that we're married? Like when we were dating, like seriously committed dating is what I mean. Like
Yeah.
once we realized that we was in this thing, in this commitment,
Yeah. And
did you feel like you had certain say so over, or you felt like, well, we ain't married, I ain't got a ring on it yet, so you know, that,
simply put, not a damn thing. I feel like I have much say so. Nah, I mean, some say so, but the distance was so far away. We were, very spread out. I was in Shreveport, you was in Jacksonville, and I mean, I knew your character enough to where I didn't really have to do all that, like demands and what you wear and how late you gonna stay out and all that stuff. A lot of stuff just didn't really matter to me. I felt that if you said you was home, then you was home, and you was home most nights, I guess, If I can remember right.
Yeah. When we dated, we didn't have conversations about if something was appropriate, like as far as like my outfit wise. I think maybe because you already kind of knew how I dressed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like if you saw me with something on that you felt like was inappropriate, I would say, because
Yeah.
you know, the inappropriate is defined by different people in different ways, and everybody entitled to what that looks like to them.
Yeah.
But you know, do you feel like you would have had been able to say to me, hey, you know?
Yeah. I think I would have. Well, I know I would have. I would have said it, but whether it's up to you to just do it.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
you know, that's how that works.
Because you can't control you. Of course, you don't have that type of control over me, but you can state how you feel about it.
Right.
And it's up to me as the person that you with to say, okay, I respect how you feel and I can adjust this for you. Right.
Yeah. And you didn't. I mean, I was like, well, fuck you then. I'm gone.
Well, and that's your right, because then that's you creating boundaries about what you feel like is appropriate for somebody that you want to be with long term. I'm just saying, like, really, for somebody you want to be with, because everybody have certain deal breakers or tolerant levels or whatever, and what you will or will not put up with. You know what I'm saying? Whether because you feel disrespected or whether because you might feel embarrassed by or whatever that case may be.
Right.
It's like, okay, you know, I can't control whether or not you do this because you're an adult. But here's how I feel about it. And it's up to you to decide whether you will.
Not just how I feel, but why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm explaining, hey, I don't think you should be wearing that because I don't want my woman to have that type of attention when you go to these poetry shows and all this stuff. When you go to these martini lounges and whatever club or whatever.
Well, me personally, I guess I'm just like, if you would have, let's just say,
if I had to,
if you did, because you felt some type of way about something that I did, you saw that I did, you heard that I did anything, or we was even have a conversation one day and I said, hey, look what I'm going to wear to the party tonight. And you say, I don't like that. You know, can you pick something else?
Right.
Or something like that. I think I'm the type of person that would be like, okay, now, because we're in this committed relationship, I see a future with you. And how I present to you right now is going to have a lot to do with how you make up your mind about how you proceed with me in the future, right? Same thing with you. You know,
probably
if you were doing things and I said something that I didn't like, or something that, you know, I, you know, tell you how I feel about it or whatever, if you just totally disregard it, because we ain't married, and you can't tell me what to do because we just dating, you know, or you can't tell me how you feel about something because we just dating, or what you say don't matter because we just dating, we're not married, then that might have you know, it may make me look at, do I want to continue and be with this long term? Because how are you going to treat me when I tell you, if we are married, when I tell you about something that I might have a problem with? And why does us signing the piece of paper or the legal document, what does that have to do with how you respect me?
That's right.
If I have an issue with something.
Because when you're dating, it's just like, quote unquote, the trial run for like, okay, this is how life's going to be. Meaning that if I'm asking you, don't wear this, and you say, well, no, I'm going to wear this, I'm a grown woman. If I want to wear it, I'm gonna wear it.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, if you can, go ahead if you want to.
Right. Yeah.
But that's gonna set the tone for how I see you, and how I see that you respect me and what I say as a law-abiding citizen,
as your man. Not as a law-abiding
as a law-abiding citizen, as a good citizen, a good man. I see how you're gonna respect me or disrespect me, and I'm like, you know, I mean, I don't know, maybe you was used to get some kind of attention by wearing certain things or whatever. But if you're not gonna do that, then that's setting the tone for how I see how the marriage gonna be, or not gonna be, because I won't be in that marriage.
Yeah, and see, and I'm not saying that because I would do that don't mean I'm looking at the next person that feel differently, that saying that they're wrong for not. Like, you don't have to do. Well, I don't have to disagree with somebody else just because this is how I would do it. Like, this is just me and how I would do it. Like, I would say, you know, now the next person, if their relationship is whatever their relationship is, it is. And if they define what goes on in their relationship and how they want to do things in their relationship, hey, have at it. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
No, because that's their relationship.
Yeah, that's their relationship, and that might be how they.
We got our business, and they got their business.
Yeah, so if I see, when a woman, I don't look down on women that decide to wear a certain thing, right?
Right.
But that doesn't mean that just because I won't do it, then I got to look down on them. So
That's
yeah.
right, yeah.
So that, or that's just, I think nowadays we living in a time where, because I think it's okay for me, if you say it ain't okay for you, then I'm mad at you about it. You know what I'm saying? Or you this, or you that, or you the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to, just because somebody won't do things a certain way for them and their relationship, don't mean that it's a bad thing, right?
That's right.
And not only that, just because you might not have a problem with something, don't mean the next man can't have a problem with it. Or just because I may have a problem with something, don't mean the next woman have to have a problem with it. Yeah. And so it's called having your own mind, thinking for yourself, difference of opinions, being different people, personalities, all of this stuff like that.
Have your own opinion.
Right. Yes. And nowadays it's more like, well, if my husband did XYZ, I'm fine with it. So that must be something wrong with them, because they ain't fine with it. No, it's just that you fine with it, and they don't got to be fine with it.
Yeah. And then a lot of people just say stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they put their opinion on social media.
Absolutely.
A lot of people just brainless. They just say stuff to go with the trend. You know what I'm saying? Like they just, I want to say something too. I'm gonna follow your example, because let's talk down on them.
Yeah, let's bash.
You know what I'm saying? Let's bash like them. Oh, that's fun. I like drama. Yeah. Let's do that.
And then they'll be doing the same thing the next week, because they that they bashing somebody else.
Bashing somebody else. Yeah,
and
putting somebody else down.
That's one of the exactly.
And for what?
So basically, you may be like, like, now that we're married, okay.
Yes.
Do you feel like you have a greater opinion or a greater pull than you might have had when we were committed? Like, let's just say 2 months before we were married or something like that. So, do you think it's the same? Like, it would have been the same way 2 months before we were married, just like it is than it is now that we've been married 14 years? I
think really the same. And that's kind of hard for me to answer that question, because I never had to worry about that with you.
Yeah.
I never had to have that talk with you, like, hey, you need to be doing this and that, wearing this and that. There was only one thing that I said you can only wear with me.
But that's after we were married.
But that was after we were married, though. But I'm just saying, that was that one thing. And that was those jeggings. And fellas, y'all remember them jeggings, them jean looking leggings.
Man, I wore them jeggings everywhere.
See how she disrespected me?
No, you did. I don't even remember you saying that about them jeans. Oh, you know what I did?
Yes,
you did, yes, but that wasn't
no joke. Hell no, that wasn't.
You ain't say nothing.
I did say.
No, I'm saying like whenever I wore them.
Well, hey, I don't know. Maybe I missed it. But I thought you on the word with me.
If we think about the same jeggings.
I thought you on the word with me. But
well, we did most of our stuff that we do anyway together, so probably did.
Yeah.
Especially during that time when if it's the jeggings I think you're talking about.
Yeah.
All that long time ago, we definitely was doing a lot. I probably ain't had we was in a new city. Then we were in Crestview at the time. Yeah. So we probably was. I probably didn't have no friends to go do that with the way them jeggings at that time, at that particular time, until later on. So it depends on what time, at what base of time. But
but I mean, that was just that one thing.
Well, now actually, you told me. Technically, I'm not doing this, but you said something about a thong bathing suit when we go to Jamaica, right?
I said,
and you said if we were going with people, if we go to Jamaica together. Without people we know, then you would be okay with me wearing the thong.
Then you can do it, But otherwise,
but I don't. I mean, not that I don't.
I know you wouldn't. But I mean, but if you wanted to, I mean, that'd be the only way. Because
it's not that important to me for me to show my behind that I gotta be like, oh, I don't care what you say, I'm gonna do this anyway. Like, it's not that important for me to do that.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just my personality and me. I'm not saying it's wrong with the next person doing it. It's something wrong with it, but it's not my personality. Like, it's not that important for me to walk around with my behind out to the point where I gotta be like, well, I'm gonna do this whether you like it or not. We ain't gotta be in a power struggle about that because
like I said, that's something I never had to.
Like,
that's something I never had to worry about. So that's kind of hard for me to answer that question because it's. I just never had to worry about it.
As long as you making it known that you like looking at my booty, all the time and stuff like that. Like, why do I don't care to have the attention from another man like that.
Of course.
So but that's just me.
And I love your booty.
But all right, so let's go to this situation. Now we know about the big old huge everything that's been going on the internet busting wide open. And I ain't really in the business of dwelling and really discussing celebrity stuff like that. So without doing it, that we is gonna talk about this topic, right?
Yeah.
So would you be offended if I was grinding on another man like a celebrity? Let's just say, because we done talked about going to different places, but if I'm out with the girls, let's just say me and I'm out with the girls and Genuine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put me on stage.
Yeah.
And then, he be like, 10, where you been? You know what I'm saying? And then he just started like,
oh, Lord. So he just bust out on stage. Where you been?
Yes, and then start like grinding on me and all that. Like, do I get a pass because this is celebrity?
That's kind of hard to answer, really. I mean, it's not like I would say, yeah, go ahead, go for it. Because I mean, it's a celebrity. If you want to do it's a celebrity, then it's just a celebrity. It's just part of the concert, part of the show.
So you just not confident. So basically, what you're saying is you're not confident in the fact that Genuine could possibly want me for real. Like, he could possibly ask me to go to his after party and then home with him later after the concert. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I got confidence in you that you ain't gonna do it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't been about to be grinding on no chick.
I'm gonna do it though.
No, you're not. Okay, you can, but at the end of the day, because I can't control what you do, but at the end of the day, you got to decide if.
Now, what type of grinding? Hold on, what type of grinding are we talking about? Because I wouldn't just grind. It would be a certain grinding. Like, if she grinding on me to where it's like too much, then I would. Like,
what you mean? What's too much?
I would ease her off. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Is she? My thing is
what we talking about though?
Are you getting an erection? Because if whatever type of grinding she doing, and you get an erection off of that grinding, it's too much to me.
I probably wouldn't get it. I don't know.
Man, please.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh! All right.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah. Please.
Because I mean, I'm up on stage, like all these 20,000 people watching me. I'm probably not going to get an erection. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't get hard. I mean, I don't know. Got to be in that situation.
Well, I just say this: anytime, like nobody should be trying to control the next person in a relationship, but there is a such thing as boundaries and what you'll put up with and where you cross the line, where you draw the line, what you'll tolerate.
Yeah.
So you can always make the decision to do whatever you want to do in a relationship, but at the end of the day, then the consequences is also allowing that other person to do what they're gonna do after that.
Yeah.
Which means walk away or whatever the consequences is. If whatever happens, it's gonna be consequences.
Yeah.
So you have to be also ready for those consequences. So if you prepare for that person to walk away from you based on 2 minutes of bumping and grinding with somebody who ain't gonna be thinking about you after the night over, then
Hey.
And some people are celebrity crazy too.
Some people are celebrity crazy.
Which I mean, hey, but some people not.
If it's somebody who
I ain't that crazy
fan. If I'm a real good fan of, see, I ain't even got nobody like celebrity crush like that anyway.
So we going to the Beyonce concert, but let's just say for some kind of way, Beyonce walk all the way up in the 200s.
Oh boy.
Because we
Boy,
definitely don't have no flow
This
seats.
is you sure don't. We sure don't. We ain't got it
And
like that. But
if she sat on your lap, I wouldn't even be mad.
but I'm saying, yeah, there you go. I'm saying, how could you be mad? It's Beyonce.
But then I'd be like, hey, that's enough.
But like I say,
Beyonce,
with me, I would only allow so much.
Man,
I
first
would
of all,
only
I
allow
would
so
have to
much.
see that to believe it, depending on
Okay,
who it is. But at the same time, I would be like, hey, sis,
Yeah.
you know, I like you and everything, but you're going to have to ease up off a man, okay? Yeah, I don't care that you Beyonce.
But what I'm getting at is you wouldn't even have to do that. That's what I'm saying, because
Okay.
I would control it. I would control the narrative.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just let her. She's just another woman.
Okay, that's what I'm getting at. It's just another woman. So what then? Why is it a pass? Why do people think you get a hall pass because of celebrity?
Because in that
it's
case,
a once in a lifetime experience.
Yeah. I mean, well, in my case, it would be not for like, say, Keke Palmer and Usher. I mean, they just, they all in the same circles. They can see each other again. I mean, whatever,
well, that's a different situation.
But like with me, like if Beyonce walk up behind up there in the 200 section where I'm sitting next to you. And
you don't never know what kind of the lines and swings might swing her crossing the audience or whatever.
You're right.
But I'm just saying, and she just happened to jot down on your lap.
Yeah, I mean, but
just pass it our friend that's Adrian. Just pass him.
I would too, because he is definitely a fan. Yeah. He was definitely a fan. He would appreciate it more.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He would appreciate her a whole lot more.
Yeah,
because he is definitely. I think he's in the Beehive.
Yeah, but I would be.
He might be.
I would probably have to snap some pictures and be like, "Oh, shoot!"
Because it's like a once in a lifetime thing.
But then after I get the 1 or 2 pictures, hey, sis, ease on up.
Because I like genuine grind on you, or y'all dancing, dancing with each other, or whatever. It's a once in a lifetime thing. Why? I mean, I'm not the type of guy who get that like jealous like that. I mean, hey, just. It's part of the concert.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Well, yeah, but I'm also not. I also don't want no. I don't know. Maybe I'm just what people call a prude because I don't want no random dude just grinding on me either. Depending on how, like you said, it's being done. Now he might be on my leg. Okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I mean. I ain't saying his junk on yours. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I be thinking.
I ain't saying his junk all up in the taco. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying now if it's just like
we just dancing.
If it's just like a soft ground, leg, whatever. Your side hip, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because that's nothing.
Yeah.
It's genuine. I'm like, hey, look at this girl. Yeah, she got genuine. I have my phone out. Like, hey, look at this girl.
Yeah, because you know.
That's what I'm thinking about. Nah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's relationships is relationships.
Yeah, and
so there's gonna be boundaries.
Everybody different. Everybody's gonna have boundaries, and people need to mind their own business. Because some of y'all chicks out there be obedient. Y'all be the side chick, and y'all be obedient to that nigga.
Oh my God!
And he got a wife over there, and you the side chick, and you be obedient to that nigga.
Yeah.
So all the stuff you talking about, what you allow, how somebody else reacting.
Yeah.
And please. Come on, man.
That is
don't
true,
get me started.
They do. Some of them do.
Don't get me started.
They get behind them keyboards and talk a real good game, but they do be obedient to somebody else's man sometimes.
Yes,
some of them,
a lot of them do. Because they be happy because they think that's their man too.
And be quick to call somebody insecure because they're establishing boundaries. Man, it's a difference. Like you can establish boundaries without trying to control someone.
Yeah,
that's called that. Okay, you're free to do whatever the heck you want to do. But the consequences is I may not tolerate it. And that's okay. Not everybody will tolerate. Just because I won't tolerate, like I said earlier, everybody tolerance though is different.
Yeah.
Like somebody might tolerate their man cheating on them 5 times. I might not tolerate my man cheating on me at all.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
So it's just like different, things there. Mm-hmm. Some people tolerate this, some people don't tolerate that. But it might be something that you tolerate that they wouldn't. So it's just a whole, you know what I'm saying? You might be around here talking about, my man ain't finna tell me what to wear, but you also might be one that pay all the bills, you know what I'm saying? And somebody else may not tolerate being with somebody that they have to pay all the bills with.
That's right.
But they may allow him to dictate or have a say
in something
and what you might put on. Yeah. So, everybody has those things that they give and take. And people's don't look different. It just looks different for different people.
And that's their relationship.
So that's why I say it ain't no room to be.
Just because you disagree with it don't make that absolute.
Don't make it absolutely wrong.
That's right.
Exactly. So it's room for things to be right without having to be wrong because I won't do it that way.
Yeah.
one of the things that kind of irked me that I've been seeing on the internet lately is when people say, well, I wouldn't have a problem with this XYZ da 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 da, and then they bashing the person the person that they don't agree with because they wouldn't have the problem with it. And that's, so what? That's you.
Yeah,
that's you, your man,
that's
your
your thoughts,
relationship,
your
whatever.
relationship.
Nobody's stuff got to look like your stuff.
And most of them are lying. Outright lying and just going along with the trend.
Well, some of them gonna
tolerate. Some of them might be. Some of them might say what they feel about it and be like, yeah, okay, I really don't. I wouldn't allow that, or I wouldn't care, or whatever the case. But
yeah,
that don't mean you got to be. But that don't mean you got to be bashing and talking down on the next person.
Exactly.
That's what I got a problem with.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense. It's stupid. Shoot.
Exactly. Let people feel they feels and let people deal with things in their own arena. You don't have nothing because they start making up stuff, and then they think they know the person better than the person know themselves. They ain't never seen these people a day in their life, and then they know you better.
Oh, he'll stay at home. So much.
That's just like us in our relationship. Like so much stuff that people said about us and didn't know the first. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not even in this relationship with us. Mm-hmm. Like how would you even know the things that you could say whatever you want to say, but what you're saying doesn't make it doesn't mean that it's true just because you say it, just because you think it, and just because that's your opinion doesn't mean that it's true.
Like some people thought that, oh, he's going to be still seeing these other quote unquote friends that he frequented before you. And he's going to still be doing that when y'all get married. Like what? Come on.
Yeah,
because I told you about all of them.
And we were friends. First of all, that's what people didn't get. We were friends before we even started dating. So it's like I knew a lot of things. So therefore, like when people thought that they knew more than what I knew, and I knew
they
these
were dead
things,
wrong.
like coming to me trying to tell me things that I already know because I've been his man friend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It was nothing to hide.
And, so therefore now y'all want to get mad because I'm not listening because these things I already know. Y'all not telling me any new information. Not telling me any new information at all. So now it's like, well, don't say we ain't trying to tell you when he break up with you. That was more than 14 years ago. And right now, today, we right here. And I'm still waiting on you to break up with me, by the way.
You wait.
Because now.
It's going to be a long wait. It's going to be a long wait. But we still together.
Okay. So anyway, that
was a good one.
Yes. So basically... Yeah, we just over here being the Joneses, y'all.
Mind your business.
Yeah,
mind your business.
Mind your business. Mind your business. Just mind your business.
Back up. Mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business.
Boy. All right. Dang. So it's all about what you do. You and doing in your relationship. You having a conversation with the person that you're with. And making sure that y'all on the same page. Yes. And if y'all on the same page, bump what everybody else got to say.
And that's all that should matter. So, and don't let nobody interfere with that.
Exactly.
Because if
we've been together this long because we don't let people interfere with our stuff. So yeah. And people will break you up faster than technically you're allowing them to do it. So therefore you got to take the accountability for allowing it. But if you allow it, it'll happen.
Yeah, they will.
So
and it'll make things worse.
Yeah.
Because you don't let somebody else come put that poison all in your relationship.
All up and through it.
And for what?
And then they satisfied because they done messed up your
They sleeping good.
Yes, exactly.
They sleeping good. Shoot.
Yep. So remember that when out there, relationshipers. And so that concludes our episode of Just Being the Joneses. But I do want to remind y'all that my book, Set Me Free, is on pre-order at my website, www.apriljonestherapy.com/setmefree, or you can go to /shop and go ahead and pre-order. It's free shipping until July the 15th.
Free shipping?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
On my website. If it's ordered from my website. So go ahead and cop a couple of copies of that, and we'll see y'all next time. It's Just Being the Joneses.
Hey.